Hey everybody and welcome. It's good to see everybody. It's been a while since I've done a Wednesday live stream, but I'm back. We're going to be doing 7 p.m. Every Wednesday night. Basically general crypto knowledge. We're going to be covering things from around the spectrum, crypto education, how to buy crypto, how to store it safely, all these kinds of things. We're going to be covering so many different things in this channel, but so I'm glad you're here. Hey, did you guys know today what happened? Finally, the SEC is done. They've considered Ethereum not a security, right? So this is it's basically in the same realm. I'm over here looking at my notes. The same realm as Bitcoin. So we have. Hey, what's going on? Nice to see you, my friend. Glad you can make it. We're talking about the SEC. Finally, we get an answer that Ethereum is not a security, which, kind of we knew that already. Now, we talk about this sometimes, and it's like, what is a security? What makes things a security? Well, Securities and Exchange Commission has what they call the Howey test. Now, there was, I think, 3 criteria. It's been a while since I've done it. So 3 criteria that make a crypto a security in the SEC's eyes. One, there has to be a central figure, someone who is known, to like a chairman of a board or a founder or whatever. And we're going to talk about that in a second too, because this kind of comes into play with the crypto project that I'm a part of. So you have a central point, a central figure or leadership. Then you have expectation of profit. Okay, so there's expectation of profit, and then the last one. You know what, guys? I'm having a spasm. So if anyone remembers what the third one is, but those are huge. Any one of those, like most cryptos, fall even under those 2 would be considered securities just for those 2 that I mentioned. Part of me wants to look it up and find out what the other one is, but they finally, SEC's come out and said, hey, Ethereum's not a security, Bitcoin's not a security, so we can finally move along with that whole debate. Now, what are our live streams? What are these Wednesday night live streams about? Well, I'm going to tell you. As I said before, we could cover Web3 gaming. We could be covering AI. We could be covering new cryptos. We could be covering old cryptos. There could be so many different things that we cover in here. And if there's questions that you have or things that you're not sure of, then we can kind of address them here. So, but remember, guys, I am not a financial advisor. And I'm never going to tell anyone to buy, sell, hold. Do your own research, conduct your own due diligence before getting involved in this or any crypto project or any investment vehicle for that matter. And I have my Telegram on. It's going crazy over here. So I am going to go ahead and just kind of crank that off a little bit, guys. My apologies. There we go. That should be a little bit easier. Hey. All right. We got people coming in. It's good to see you guys. Welcome. It's been a while since I've done a Wednesday live stream, man. It really has. I missed it. There's a lot of stuff going on with this channel right now. And I want to share with you a few things. And we're going to talk about a few projects. And, full transparency, the things that I'm talking about, I either have this evening, I either have in my, oh, nice, very cool. I either have in my portfolio. So just so you know, straight up, I also am, you hear me talk about Brave Browser. I think Brave Browser is one of the best security browsers in the world. I'm an ambassador. I was at Karate Combat number 46 in Austin, Texas a couple weeks ago, and that was flipping amazing. All right. If you're into martial arts or combat sports, you got to check out Karate Combat. I'm telling you right now, you at least give them a look. There's so many things going on. It's crazy with that company. They have a digital asset called the Karate Token, which allows you to have governance. You can earn more Karate Token. I've got videos about it. You can go check those out. But we cover everything here. And tonight I'm going to be talking about a few things. One, again, this video is, Brave is a proud sponsor. I'm an ambassador, so I support Brave Browser 100%. Give them a look. It's free. They even have their own wallet. Now, it's interesting because here comes a project that I'm new, and I'm going to introduce it to you because it may not be for everyone. This is what's known as the Gotti token. What the hell is a Gotti token, you're probably asking. I'm so glad you asked. If you've been checking out my channel, you've seen videos that I've done about it. But basically, the Gotti token is a deflationary token built on the Solana blockchain. Right? The founder, he goes by MKid for his security, for his safety, and a lot of people do. So don't get all butthurt about it. Like, oh my God, what's his name? MKid, right? He is a former Wall Street stockbroker, has been in traditional finance for a very, very long time. Also was a Bitcoin miner back in the days, back in like 2011, 2012. He created this project with the sole purpose of having people, investors, and that's the term I'm going to use, win, to be successful, to actually win, because we've been taking some hits. We've been taking hits from, like very, malevolent crypto exchange, presidents and owners, and stealing money, and just people rugging, crypto projects just rugging on everything. Yeah, right. Hey, you better. I go everywhere here. All right. Just so you guys know, I said this, I think I mentioned this to someone the other day. I do spontaneous lane changes in my thought process. It drives my wife crazy because I could be starting a sentence and then bang, I think of something else and I will immediately shift gears. So if I do that to you guys, I'm totally sorry about that. But anyway, each one of these things that I talk about, I've done videos. You can go check them out. But I'm going to circle back. I promise. So Gotti token start off at 50,000 total supply. The founder has burned 4,000 of those. So it's such a deflationary token. It's not even funny, right? Built on the Solana blockchain. I know. All right. Solana blockchain is like the blockchain of rugs. Okay. And there's a lot of projects that use Solana and they rug the shit out of people. Well, we've been going for 2 months. Tomorrow, because I have Gotti in my portfolio. I've been a Gotti holder since before its fair launch on April 20th of this year. So tomorrow, June 20th, is the 2-month anniversary. So congratulations. Well done. And the reason that I'm bringing it up is because, we hear, the term investor, we're always afraid to use in the crypto space. Oh my God, the SEC is going to come after us. You know what? It doesn't really matter what we say, right? If they're going to come after you, they're going to come after you. It's just how, rather you're into crypto, whatever. You mentioned the word investor, because I'm not a financial advisor. I am an investor though. I'm not saying this in a negative way. I'm not a degen. I'm not a day trader. I'm not into swing trades. I'm looking at long-term holds. For me personally, I am a very conservative investor. I want projects that I know are going to be around for a long time. This project that we're talking about now, I feel has tremendous potential to be around for a very long time and to make a lot of money for a lot of people. But do your own research with that. And the reason that I'm saying that is we're going back to Brave. Brave also has a Solana wallet built in, right? You can have Solana and you can have other crypto projects in your Brave wallet. It's secured, so don't worry. If that's what you so choose. And I believe, and I need to do a little bit of research on this, I believe that the Gotti token, because it's built on the Solana blockchain, I believe it can be held in the Brave wallet. Now, full disclosure again, I have a Phantom wallet and I also have Soulflare. Those are the two wallets that I use for this particular project. Whatever you want to use is totally up to you, but just wanted to put that out there that Brave browser is more than just a security browser. They have AI assistant built in. They have Brave Talk. They got VPNs built in. Whatever you want, they got it. So just wanted to kind of give a shout out to that project, as well as, what's going on with crypto as a whole and where we think we're going to be headed. Now, two things we don't talk about in public, right? Especially with people that we don't really know their positions: religion and politics. Well, I want to kind of skirt around that a little bit and talk about, we've been hearing from a presidential candidate, and that's all I'm going to say about it, because I don't want anyone getting up in my grill and being like, I can't believe I'm leaving the country, whatever. That's a whole separate ball game. However, what I am talking about is this particular presidential candidate has come out openly and seems to be very pro-crypto. And, I think that we're starting to see a shift. And if you guys, let me know in the chat if you guys agree, what your thoughts are. I think we're starting to see a shift in the climate regarding crypto. I think we're seeing some really bullish signs, even though our current president vetoed a bill that would have been amazing, but he decided to, one of his more, I guess, maybe non-lucid moments, whatever, to veto this bill that was going to come through. Anyway, I don't think anything is going to stop the positive sentiment that's going on within crypto and within the United States government. And I'm focusing, because to my friends all around the world, I'm not sure how it is in your particular region, but here we've had very adversarial interactions, especially with the SEC, right? Especially with the Securities and Exchange Commission, and especially with Gary Gensler. And did you know that Gary Gensler was actually pro-crypto at one point? He was a college professor. You can go back and you can look at him talking about Bitcoin and being just very bullish about it. And now it's like the scourge of the earth, right? It's the worst thing ever. So we're starting to see a shift, I think, in this particular regulatory climate, because before it was with the SEC, it was compliance to enforcement. Hey, we don't like what you're doing, we're suing your ass, all right? And then people would freak out, and then they would pull these the particular cryptos off their exchanges. Yeah, exactly. And it's going to take some time. Is it going to happen overnight? No, I think it needs to be a systematic weeding out of the thought process, because we have to look at it this way, guys. We're dealing with the old boys club, right? The top 1% run the majority of the country. I was a big George Carlin fan, and if you may not be, and that's totally fine, we can still be friends. And this is the beauty of this, because you and I may disagree on something, but we can still be friends, right? That's what it should be about. That's how it used to be. Shit, a debate used to be where, hey, I disagree with you. It doesn't matter. You're still my friend. I love you, man. No problem. It's just but if you come at me with facts, maybe you might change my mind. Hey, Scott, if you come at with me with facts, maybe you'll change my mind. Maybe you won't. Now we don't even get that far. It's like, you don't believe the way I believe, then F you, buddy. Get away from me. I don't want to be anywhere near you anymore. And that's messed up. Our country, our world is divisive enough as it is, for the love of God. So it's okay for us to disagree. So my point being is that there's going to be times when we are working through getting people who have this mindset of this, like, traditional finance. This is the way it's always been. We can't change it. We want to keep all the money for ourselves. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I do have a brain, and I read, and I have a critical thinking. And those of you guys who are here, you're subscribed to the channel, you watch, you know me personally. Critical thinking is huge because we don't think enough for ourselves anymore. All right? We go off opinion, we go off feeling, we don't go off fact anymore. And unfortunately, I think that's a big issue. But I don't want to go. I'm going to get off my soapbox now, I promise. But my main point is that I feel that we are getting newer generations of people in, of leaders who believe in crypto, who see its potential, see what it could do to help people. And I really believe that myself. It's just us being, having solidarity, standing beside one another, supporting one another, and, not letting others, pull it down. Two or three people with their shenanigans really crushed the trust that the general public has in crypto. It's a scam. It's a Ponzi. It's this. It's that. The reason that people believe that is because of what's been happening over the past couple of years, right? With the whole FTX thing, and then you've got all this other people in crypto projects who are new, who come in and they don't know any better. They're not educated in crypto enough yet. Their crypto intelligence, their IQ isn't, and that's not a slight. It's just the way it is. That's how it was with me. I didn't have anyone show me anything when I came into crypto, man. I had to learn on my own. I had to research day and night in front of my computer, figure out how does this all work. Compared to most of you guys here and watching at home, I'm a rookie at crypto, man. I've been only in crypto about 4 or 5 years. I was a traditional business owner, martial arts school owner, entrepreneur, right? That was my career for basically 30 years. I closed my school here in Florida after I moved from Hawaii, which I had a very successful school out there, and I just got burnt out here. I just didn't want to have a full-on martial arts school anymore. At that point, I was about, 50, something like that. I'm going to be 54 in about a month or two. I just wanted to be done, spend more time with my kids, enjoy life, and not be like anything that I made went to somebody else. Crypto was something that I feel, you know what? I have my own wealth and financial freedom in my hand. It's not in the hands of somebody else. If I make a bad decision, then I'm the one that suffers for it. If I make a good decision, hey, then it works out for everyone. But it's on me. I'm not relying on anyone else. So that was one of the reasons why I got into crypto and having a YouTube channel, because I had to take that education in me and educator in me, I can speak, and maybe help people not make the same mistakes I did, right? So I'm looking here, see what's going on. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of people who are big, who have lots of money, lots of sway in this country, yes, who are pro-crypto, right? Who are kind of just sitting back and seeing what happens, right? We have that now in a crypto project that we're people. Here, let me back up. The one thing that concerns me, and this talks about your crypto IQ. Are you an investor? What are you? Are you a degen? Are you just coming in to make a quick buck and get in and get out, and I don't care what happens to the project. I don't care because I'm going to wreck it, and then I'm going to move on. It's like Locust. I'm going to move into this one area. I'm going to destroy it, and then I'm going to leave, and I'm going to be fine. Now, I'm not saying everyone is that way, but this is kind of what I'm seeing. You have people coming into crypto projects. They make lots of money, what they think is lots of money, and then they leave and they help kill the project. Why do they kill the project? Because now by them exiting, or if they're saying things, now they create FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, when there doesn't need to be that, okay? And especially when people don't know how to, go on like Etherscan or SoulScan, or know how to kind of like contract addresses and seeing who's buying, what's sold, what's going on, who's selling, what's going on. Are the whole market's down? What's going on? This is where education is so important. Patience and discipline. Crypto, what's the word I'm looking for? Most people believe. Let me word it this way. Most people believe, I think, that crypto is a get rich quick scheme. It is not. I have projects that I've held for years. Okay, that's just my mentality. When people come into crypto for the first time, right? The idea is to buy on red candles when there's a dip and sell on the high candles or on the green candles. We have it reversed, right? When you're new and you're coming in, it's like what happens is you fall prey, you fall victim to FOMO, which is fear of missing out, and FUD, which is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. When the prices are going up, oh man, this is going to keep going higher. I can't miss. And then I buy, but you buy at the top or maybe close to the top. Then something happens, could have nothing to do with what's going on in the crypto project itself. Its tokenomics are good. Its fundamentals are strong. It's the crypto investors are solid. The community is just amazing. It's the entire market that's down. But we panic. We freak out. I'm going to lose everything. I got to get out. Now, let's say you bought at, $300. You just sold at $83. You just had a massive loss. Then what happens is when it comes back up again, you maybe want to re-enter the position, but you're never going to get the same amount you had because of where you were, all right, where you started off. So education in crypto is extremely important. That's what this is what I try to do, is give people an opportunity to up their crypto IQ. So that way they don't make the mistakes. And these, and they can be honest mistakes. You're scared, you're freaking out. And of course, the main thing that we talk about is never invest money that you can't afford to lose. Crypto is a very volatile investment vehicle, guys. It is. It fluctuates. It could fluctuate 10, 15, 20% in a matter of minutes, for God's sake. You have to have that kind of mindset where you're not going to let that rattle you. And I'm reading this right here. Yes. Yeah. So if you guys are watching here, Clayton has got a really good point. It's the same with stocks, right? You don't see a community for Disney, Apple, or NVIDIA. That's right. That's right. This is, here, I want to check that out. That's right on the money, guys. Okay? So you don't see that. As investors, we don't need a community. We have the facts. We see the tokenomics. Okay, there was a 50,000 token supply. Now it's down to 46 overall supply. That's good. Most crypto projects are in the millions and quadrillions and everything else. It's ridiculous. A lot of people think that Bitcoin is deflationary. It's not. It's inflationary. Very few crypto projects are deflationary, guys. All right. This may seem like a paid, public service announcement for Gotti, but look at the tokenomics of that project or any project. Base your decision on the fundamentals. All right. We have crypto projects that are, what's that one stupid ass, I'm speaking my mind, guys. The days of me being like whatever are gone. Like very offensive, very abusive. What's the name of that, Clayton? I can't remember what it is. $150, $200 million market cap, right? For a project, a meme token, a meme project that serves no purpose, zero purpose.
because you can be like, hey, I got $20. Oh, you could buy 25 gazillion tokens for it. You know what you know how long you'd have to wait to be able to make that anything worth anything, if it even happens at all. And most of these projects, they come up and then they just die off, and that's it, right? The idea is like Ethereum or Bitcoin. When Bitcoin first came out, right? $1, $5 a piece. Now look what it's at. It's what, close to what? So around, it's hovering around, I forgot now. It's probably under 70,000. Probably in the high 65s, between 65 and 70,000. I haven't checked in a while, but look at tokenomics, right? Research. Yes, that's right. I don't even want to look into that. Thank you. All right. Yeah. So it's this token. I'm not even going to give it the dignity of saying what it is. If you're here and you're watching and you can see it on the chat, then you know what it is. But I'm not going to do that. Right? I'm not going to give that any more credence because anyway, I want to stay positive here. But the idea is, when we're getting involved in crypto projects, what are we looking for? What's the money we have to spend? Because we never want to go beyond what we can afford to lose. Because we talked about this just a minute ago, right? Crypto is extraordinarily volatile, right? It can fluctuate like an average stock can fluctuate what plus or minus 10% in what, a year, 2 years. Crypto, that's hilarious. That can happen in a matter of minutes. One sell, one buy drastically changes the market cap. And that's kind of what we're looking for, right? You want a project that's deflationary. You want a project with a low market cap. And, depending on your headspace, maybe you want it to have a utility. All right. Maybe you want it to be as like Bitcoin, like a store of wealth. If you are looking at, depending on how, or maybe you're into Web3 gaming, right? I love Web3 gaming. I have a couple projects I totally am bullish on, okay? You have to find what's going to work best for you. Artificial intelligence projects, layer ones, AI, right? I think I just said that, right? Whatever. If you're into the meme coin thing and that's what you want to do, go for it. Hey, Karate Combat has its own digital asset. It was a project that decided in May of last year, you know what? Let's create a digital token. It's only one, because a lot of times you get projects, you're going to have this tokens for this tokens for that, this tokens for this. And so to be involved in their ecosystem, you may have to buy 2 or 3 tokens. Sorry, Charlie, I'm not doing it. It's not happening, right? When you have like the karate token, it's only one, okay? If you have voting power, you actually have like some governance. I haven't seen a project that has utilized, maybe I'm wrong, utilized a governance token that's its overall token. I mean, it runs the ecosystem. It actually helps pay for the fighters. It pays for advertising. As holders, we can earn karate token by voting on our fighters at the events, and you earn more. It's called up-only gaming, right? It's only one token. That's it. You put it in your wallet, you keep it, and you can earn more. And it's just crazy. And I live stream these all the time. I'll be live streaming. They're having one in Orlando in a couple of weeks. And I was there in Austin. I covered the event live. I'm going to be here on my computer. That was fantastic, and I loved it, and I want to go again. Thank you, Brave. Brave Browser sent me out to cover the event. So if you're on Twitter, you may be seeing posts from me, right? So oh, Jesus. Man, can't take you anywhere. So keep your eyes out for that. There's so many things going on in the crypto space right now. But I want to say this. It's real easy to get caught up in that world that everything else falls by the wayside. When we are in a bull market, trust me, if this is going to be your first one and you're new, you are going to have this temptation to constantly be checking your phone. You're going to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to see how much you're up. You're going to be constantly looking at the charts. You're going to be constantly on YouTube looking up your favorite videos. You're going to be constantly like in that roller coaster ride. That can really be damaging to your relationships, right? If you're paying your phone, right? If you're looking at your phone more than you are your spouse, you're going to have some issues, right? It's going to affect your health because maybe you stop going to the gym. Why? Because I need to be right here in case something happens. I need to make a trade. I need to do something. So your health suffers. Your sleep suffers, right? You're not maybe going out as much. I mean, you really got to have that kind of discipline and control and patience to be like, you know what? I'm not going to let FOMO rule me. I'm not going to let FUD rule me. All right. I'm going to cease to be an emotional investor, because you're really not at that point, because investors don't base their decisions on emotion. They base it on fundamentals and they base it on facts. Right. So keeping that in mind, guys, when the bull run comes, have a plan. I preach this. You could go back like a year, 2 years, and I'm going to say the same thing. Have a plan of action. Have a plan of how to take responsible profits without rugging your project that you're in. Because depending on what you're doing or how much you're invested, and you're actually damaging your profit margin too. So maybe, for example, if you have a project and you bought in down here, all right, well, I'm going to sell 10% when it gets to this price point. Okay, I'm going to sell maybe 5% of my portfolio, perhaps. Not financial advice, guys, just something to think about. Okay, if it reaches the next plateau, all right, maybe I'll sell off another 5%. You see where I'm going here? Instead of going, oh my God, it hit 325. I need to sell it all. Huh? You've lost that because it may drop, it may go up, and now you've taken yourself completely out of the game, right? You've taken yourself completely out of the game when you sell everything all in one shot. Okay? So that's also something to consider. So have a plan of action, right? Dollar cost averaging, right? I use that personally. I love it, okay? $5 here, $10 there. Doesn't matter. It'll all, maybe today you buy $5 worth of a project. Okay, you get X amount. Maybe maybe next week it goes up to $10. It doesn't matter. I'm still going to buy $5, right? Having something set in place. And a lot of exchanges now, you can set up buys, right? You can set up DCA buys like every week, okay? Or you get notifications when it hits this price point, I'm going to buy. When it hits this price point, I'm going to sell, all right? So there's so many different things that you can do to prepare yourself for what's to come. Have patience, have discipline, and if you are in a project with a community, again, air quotes, all right, the project that you have, if I hold on to it, like, why are you selling? Because if you're going to sell and liquidate your I'll tell you right now, if you're in a good project and you liquidate your entire account, let me tell you what, they will get snapped up within minutes. I've seen it happen. I've been a part of it. Thank you for selling, because now it's more for us. It's like putting like chum in the water, and then once that hits the water and there's blood in the water, wah, right? Sharks are going to devour that up, all right? And if you have whales, if you have heavy like investors, because like we talked about a few minutes ago, like heavy investors with people with lots of money that have no problem like snapping up. They don't care about community. They don't really care about this or that. They want you to do what you're going to do, because once you sell them, they're going to buy them. And they're going to hold on to them for years, and they're not going to come into your community, and they're not going to interact with you, and they're just going to sit back and wait. Watch the chart. Check out, official channels. But that's something that people are becoming a lot more sophisticated. Crypto investors, and if that's what you are, right? If you're an investor then you're more sophisticated. If you've been through a couple of bull runs or a couple of, because it's all in cycles, right? And a couple of bear markets, you should now be at a place where you've kind of been through it. You're a veteran. You're a pro. So you know what's what. You know what you need to do to be successful. Hopefully, you know what not to do. Okay? So I know this live stream, I covered a lot of different things. But this is just, we want to set ourselves up for success, right? All of us, and we talked about earlier, we all deserve to win. Every single one of us. But you've got to put yourself in a position to win. You've got to, if you have the opportunity to go in and play the game, but you're sitting on the sidelines and your coach is like, okay, it's time for you to go, and you don't go in, then honestly, you don't deserve to win because you're not putting yourself in a position to be successful, right? There's a saying by one of my mentors, Zig Ziglar, right? You probably have never heard of him, but he had a saying. He goes, you don't have to be great to start. You just have to start to be great. Change your headspace. If you're new to crypto or if you've been in crypto for a while, I'm challenging you to change the way you think about crypto investing or investing as a whole. Find those projects that are the diamonds in the rough, that are the gems, that are the gold standards, right? Find those. Seek those out. Ask questions. Get involved with whatever capacity you feel comfortable with, right? Join official groups. Go onto official official Telegram channels, official websites, official X spaces, things like that. And you can also find there's also amazing non-official sites that you can go to. But start with the official ones first and then work from the top down. So does anyone have any questions by any chance? My dogs are going crazy in the background. I know I've been rambling on, but I want to say this. Those of you who are here watching, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this live stream. Again, every Wednesday at 7 p.m., I'm going to be here with you guys talking about crypto, engaging. Keep your eyes on this channel. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening. And I also want to make a few announcements that starting next week on Tuesday and Thursday mornings on Twitter, I am going to be my co-host and I are doing a sort of like it's called the Dude and Dojo show. So we're going to be coming on every Tuesday and Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to be having guests, and we're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff. And it's going to be like an amazing, and those of you who know Mr. Dude, right? He's the dude, and I'm the dojo, and we're going to be having guests on from martial arts and Web3 games, and you name it, we're going to have people on. We're going to have founders on, right? So it's going to be really awesome. So come check us out. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. Subscribe to the channel. Let people know we're here. And with that, my friends, I'm going to let you guys go. But as always, remember, here at the Crypto Dojo, crypto never sleeps. And I will see you guys soon. Aloha.